Hey guys, Charisse here from Pieces Calligraphy. In this video, I'm going to share with you a way to improve your letters by practicing with 2 different colors of brush pens. Now, I'm really excited to share this method with you because I've been finding lately that it's not only helpful as I teach, but it's a great way for you to practice. So I decided to make this video and share a post on my blog so that you can actually utilize this in your own practice and to just build that muscle memory that I keep emphasizing. And if you haven't yet gone through the Basic Strokes series, or if you're not familiar with them, go back into my YouTube channel or on my blog at piecescalligraphy.com and get familiar with the Basic Strokes. Those are the building blocks to the letters, and you really want to make sure you build that muscle memory before you just start writing letters. Okay, so let's talk about this method, this 2-color method. I wrote this word here, connecting, in honor of our connecting basic strokes. And I just want to quickly go over a couple of reasons why you want to use this method. And you can check this out in more detail on my blog. So first, you're literally breaking down the basic strokes to form the letters. Okay, when you see the word here in different colors, you can tell when I lifted my pen, when I placed it back down, and essentially which basic strokes are in here. Okay, so we see an entrance stroke here in the beginning of the C. We see an oval that made the O. We see a compound curve. All right. So physically breaking down the letters just is really helpful. Second, it forces you to go slow. You're literally taking one pen, creating a stroke, putting it back down, lifting up your next pen, using that, putting that back down. So that whole method basically forces you to slow down. You can't possibly go too fast because you have to be careful about picking up each pen and then using the next. And then second, I love that you're able to see how these strokes are created. Okay, I also created this diagram here. Okay, so if I were to cover up this side of the page, you'd only see the letters. Okay, we have a row of I's, a row of J's, and a row of N's. But if those were all one color, you wouldn't be able to tell that they are actually made up of these strokes. Okay, so seeing the different colors helps you to see what strokes made that letter. And I find that really helpful, especially as a beginner, because sometimes it's hard to forget that, it's easy, to forget that the letters are actually comprised of single basic strokes. And that's really helpful, as I explained in last week's video on tips for connecting basic strokes, because you want to lift your pen and you want to be able to look ahead to the next stroke and make sure that you're not rushing through your letters. It really helps with letting your letters breathe and just creating that elegant look. Okay, so I'm going to go over 2 different types of drills. It's essentially, the first one is just connecting 2 strokes at a time, and then the second one is connecting 3 strokes at a time. And then I can share a third one where you just basically continuously connect the strokes. So first, let's connect 2 strokes. Let's do the letter I. So I'm using one color here, and then I'm going to use my next color, just like that. Okay? And that's it. You just want to take it slow, just do 2 connections at a time. 1 entrance stroke, 2 underturn. And I love that this even gets you to look and compare the same stroke to the other. See my entrance stroke, I can identify them very easily, as well as my underturn stroke. I can see and compare the angle, the shape, the way it's formed. Let's do the letter J. Actually, let's start with the blue. So entrance stroke, descending stem loop, entrance stroke, descending stem loop, So I noticed on my own letters how my slant started getting a little bit more slanted there, and that's okay. It just gives me a sense of how to evaluate my letters. Okay, and then I'll do a couple examples here of 3 strokes at once. So let's do the letter G. So I should have made this entrance stroke a little bit smaller. Shorter. Okay, so let's try that again. Entrance stroke, you don't have to go up all the way to the waistline. Oval. Descending stem loop. Okay, then we can try the letter H. Try to fit in an ascending stem loop. So we did an entrance stroke, ascending stem loop, and see, you can just always touch up too, it's fine, and then a compound curve. Okay, and then one other way, you can literally just go over and over and do these strokes the way I kind of did the word connecting. So let's just connect a bunch of letter I's. So this really gets me thinking about my angle, about where my pressure is, about where I'm loosening my pressure to go to thin. So see how it seems really simple, and yet it really forces you to take a step back, slow down, and just analyze your strokes. Okay, we can also do overturn stroke. This helps with the letter N and the letter M. Okay, and you can just kind of like, so I did a couple of underturns, then I did a compound curve. Let's just do another underturn stroke. And I'm kind of just making this up as I go, but the idea is that you're putting together basic strokes and alternating the colors to see how they're connected. And so little things that I want to point out. So see this stroke right here. The thin part, the thin upstroke is on the outside of this thick overturn stroke, okay? And then over here, I have the thin upstroke resting on the outside of my thick stroke of the next stroke. Okay, so little things like that are what using 2 different colors really helps you to pinpoint, identify, and analyze. Okay, so that's my method that I really wanted to share with you on using 2 different colors to practice. And if you want to teach a friend, that's awesome. I would love for you to share this method and let me know how it goes in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And please subscribe to my channel for to just stay in the loop, and head over to my blog at piecescalligraphy.com, and that's where I share everything. You can find the post that goes along with this video, along with pictures and more information there. And if you're on Instagram, you can follow me at piecescalligraphy, and I'd love to just hear how this method works for you, and if it doesn't, let me know that too. Let me know what you're struggling with or what didn't quite work out for you. Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.